So the news for today, guys, we have some interesting things, small things here and there, and I will wrap it up everything into one video, right? We start off with the Battle Pass Season 20, so we are going to have the Battle Pass starting pretty much next week, right? I think it is on Wednesday next week, I think. And yeah, we have all the challenges, everything. I will leave the link in the description for you to check it out. Not gonna talk about too much of that. We'll talk about the vehicles. We have 2 vehicles that appeared here. I think it's supposed to have more. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not too keen to Battle Pass stuff, but still, the WZ-141-1. So a premium light tank for China, rank 4. As you can see, lightly armored vehicle. It is basically a prototype. Never saw service, but yeah, it has 2 recoilless guns, which is pretty cool, and a 50 cal on top, if I'm not mistaken. So it is a pretty interesting vehicle. The idea here was to have kind of like an airdroppable tank, like the Ontos, for example, or the Type 60. They even say it over here, right? So it's a Chinese Ontos, kind of, right? So yeah, interesting. Nothing too crazy. It looks a little bit Soviet, you know, with the tracks and stuff, but yeah, and the suspension a little bit, but still. And then the other one is SB25J. So I was wondering, oh my god, what is an SB? Maybe it's something different. No, it's not, okay? It's just a B25J, but for the Netherlands. So yeah, it has a very cool skin over here. The SB stands for something like, you know, something to do with an export model and civilian use naming, something like that. So yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Still, it is just a normal B25. So this is coming for France, of course, for the Netherlands sub 3, technically, right? So this is the first one. So these are some of the, you know, the decals, decorations, and profile icons that you can get, which are pretty cool. These ones are pretty interesting. They are like proper decals for emblems and stuff like that for the Chinese military. If I'm not mistaken, it's only for the Chinese military. I'm pretty sure. Nanjing, yeah, I think it is, right? So yeah, pretty cool. Here we have some other things like Chinese stuff mainly, okay? So it's more focused on China, even though we are having a Dutch aircraft. Of course, battle trophies with past vehicles, you can buy it and try to get it, right? You know, and of course the Warbond shop will have some interesting vehicles as well. For example, the T-3457 1943, pretty good tank. We have the Mustang Mark 1A. I don't know how it is right now, but it used to be a pretty good vehicle back in the day. The Mercury Moran, always an okay vehicle as well. So yeah, some decals and stuff. But yeah, pretty cool, right? Nothing too crazy, of course, just a battle pass. I still believe Gaijin needs to start to add higher tier vehicles for the battle pass. Not only rank 3, rank 4, you know, something like a rank 5 or even higher, to make sure that people really pay attention and get these things. Yes, it is unique vehicles, but more or less most of the time it is just copy paste, so not very appealing for most people, right? So why not actually get a vehicle that it's a little bit more unique and a higher tier? It would bring more people to it. I guarantee to you guys that it would bring more people to it. So yeah, this is the first news. Also, another thing is that the Hunter FGA and the Mitsubishi T2 that we're going to talk about later. Is it the Mitsubishi? The T2. It doesn't matter. They are back now for you to buy for Golden Eagle. So the Hunter FGA, it is a premium from Rhodesia, technically, right? So it is a pretty good vehicle, actually. Remember, the FGA is pretty much an F6 Hunter, okay? Very similar to it. It's more made for air to ground, but a little bit of some additions made for air to ground. But at the end of the day, it is basically, in the game, it is pretty much the same as the like the F6, right? But we have some different missiles, like for example the 9E over here, which is pretty good. And yeah, some air to ground, as you see right there. So yeah, pretty good. We have a Swiss Air Force, which is kind of funny that we have now a historical Swiss Air Force skin for this Hunter, and you know, we have the Swiss Hunters as well in the game, right? It's kind of funny. But yeah, 6,237, 30% discount. It is a pretty good premium at this rank. I mean, rank 6, you can research with maximum efficiency up to rank 7, or yeah, 7, right? So it is a pretty good BR. 9.3, it's a very fun BR to play with, in my opinion. There are some all-aspect missiles that you might want to avoid, like A-10s and Su-27 5 sometimes, but if I'm not mistaken, they get into this BR. But still, it is a pretty fun BR, and I mean, the price is pretty alright for this vehicle. Still a bit expensive. I would like to see a 50% discount, but they normally just do 30%. And we also have the T2 early over here that I was talking about. Again, a very good BR, 9.7, man. It's a 9.7, and remember, this thing carries the AIM-9P, so this is even better than the Hunter, right? It is a faster aircraft. It turns better, to be honest. Has an afterburning engine. It is a very good aircraft to fly. It is a little bit finicky on the nose control because the way that the wings and the tail section is, but it is a pretty good aircraft to fly. It has 2 AIM-9Ps that in this BR, if you know how to use them, it is pretty much just 2 guaranteed kills. Remember, 6,237, so it's the same price as the Hunter pretty much. So yeah, guys, this is a lot more worth it. Amazing premium for you to buy. It has some cool skins like the unpainted one. This is one of my favorite ones. The stylish, right? I love unpainted skins. But of course, we have some for the market as well, which is pretty good, right? So yeah, very, very cool. Come on. Very, very cool. And yeah, overall, the best premium you can buy right now. Like for this sale, small sale, right? It's a pretty, pretty good premium. And there were some bug fixes, okay? So we're gonna just go through them very quickly over here. There are some bugs with shells ricocheting through the armor, in some cases due to high impact angles. So they fixed that. There was a bug also doing no damage to crew members, depending on some angles for fragments and stuff, on the way that it calculates. There was a bug for the Sinai and Sands of Sinai maps. They actually re-added these maps to the rotation. They fixed it. If you've been following the channel, I told you guys that they removed that map. Now they got it back, which is pretty good. And a very interesting thing over here, they actually removed some of the voices for some of the countries. So the Dutch, Thai, and Swiss vehicles will now have different voices. They are actually just fixing stuff, and correct national voices will be added in the future, right? So pretty interesting to see this, but yeah. So yeah, basically this is it. Some news, nothing too major, but a little bit of news for you guys, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you all the members and patrons, and bye.